Hi everyone, Cheryl here. It's December 1, and I can't believe how much time has passed since the last time I posted a video. But I have been busy and I apologize. I will try and be more consistent in the future. But anyway, I was sort of compelled to share a video today. I'm being reminded by Spirit that it's really important that we remain positive and try and maintain a higher vibrational state and connecting with our higher self. There is so much negativity in the media and the news, and I think in the world in general, that people are getting overwhelmed with a negative attitude and negative input. And I feel, and Spirit is reminding me, that we are in control of how much we let in or not. So I was reminded of everybody maintaining healthy boundaries. And healthy boundaries can apply to so many things. We can maintain healthy boundaries with the people that we surround ourselves with. Um, if people are not supportive or your cheerleading team, it's really not to your advantage or your well-being to maintain contact or to have as frequent contact with those kind of people. Because if they're constantly antagonizing you, or if they are putting you down, or if they're criticizing you, or if they are just negative in general, it really drains your energy, lowers your vibration, and then it takes away from that ability to have love and compassion and understanding for yourself and for others. And it also drains your chi and your energy field. So it is good energetic hygiene to set up a healthy boundary with people and also with the amount of information that you let in with regard to negative stories or negative media or interactions online. Um, it's not going to serve you well to engage in the negative stories that can be perpetuated over and over again. It'll drain you energetically, but also has a dampening effect on your ability to maintain a high vibration. And so a high vibration is easier to maintain if you're meditating, if you're finding, time out for being in a peaceful place and appreciating the good things in life and the good things that are happening around you. And, just even if it's something small, it can be something as small as enjoying time outdoors in nature. It can be, just from watching a bird in a tree or, spending time with your pet, um, or being around people who are very like-minded and who are part of your cheerleading team. Um, being around people that are, uh, like I said, antagonistic or negative is not going to help you to maintain your well-being. We know that your environment, and that environment includes things like food, people, uh, information, and attitude, all of that combined can influence your genes. You can turn on and off genes in your DNA, and you can either have, positive influences that are going to support your health and your genes and your DNA, Or if you're surrounding yourself with negativity, that is going to have a dampening effect on uh, the function of your genetic code, and it could perpetuate more inflammation in the body. It could actually create misfiring or misconduct, if you will, of the genes and how they're functioning in the body, and have a malfunction just by being exposed to negative things. And so I was reminded by Spirit to set up healthy boundaries. And that includes healthy boundaries with people. It also includes healthy boundaries with the kind of information we put in our mind and our brain, um, so that we can maintain a positive attitude. To surround yourself with a whole bunch of negative stories or negative news or negative people is going to be very, very debilitating for your well-being and your health. And you cannot maintain a high vibration, which, a higher vibration allows you to have more love and compassion and understanding for others and for yourself. And if you are being pulled down by media or so-called friends that are negative, um, that is not going to help your well-being at all. And so it's really, really important to define where your boundaries are and what you will allow to come into your life and what you will allow not to come into your life. And it's also important to not get caught up in some of the stories that circulate over and over again in the media. Um, there's a lot of things that are pushed in the media that are controlled by large corporations, wanting you to purchase certain products or wanting you to do certain things or have a certain attitude or a certain mindset. And that goes for things like buying junk food and everything from medications to whatever. Um, there is so much out there that is being pushed on us that is just for profit. It's not necessarily for our well-being. Um, it's more about how much money these corporations can make and how much they can convince you that you need something that's going to so-called benefit you. I mean, we know that junk food does not benefit us, but look at all the advertising and the millions of dollars that is spent pushing that on people. So, we are in control of how much we let in or not. And healthy boundaries applies on all of this. And so, do you want to have a state of health and well-being? It's important to set that healthy boundary, but the other components that I talk about a lot, and I'm sure people hear it all the time, and maybe they turn their hearing off when they hear this, but I cannot stress it enough. To meditate on a regular basis is one of the simplest, most economical, and easiest things that you can do to enhance your health and well-being. Meditating for 10 minutes a day. When you think about the length of a day and how much time it can take, or how little time it can take, to create a sense of balance, create a sense of centering and peace, and how easy it is to just be able to tune into your intuition once you've done some meditating on a regular basis. If you include visualization with that, and use it as a way of programming yourself rather than mindlessly watching TV and allowing their programming to program you. You can program yourself with visualization to achieve the things that you want to achieve. You can see yourself with the things that you want to have happen in your future and visualize, the whole story unfolding the way you want. And the power of that and connecting with your pineal gland in a state of meditation is so powerful. It will enhance your manifestation tremendously. So, do you want to be just mindlessly going along with your surroundings and constantly being influenced by the environment in a haphazard way? Or do you want to be self-empowered and to set those healthy boundaries and to create your own reality and to create your own future? I think I'd rather have, my life determined by me, not by somebody else. So, Spirit is reminding me to share this information with you so that you can live a life of peace, uh, better health, more love and compassion, and a higher vibration. And that higher vibration is going to allow you to feel better. It will raise up your genetic code. It will help you to have a better attitude. It will allow your everything in your body and mind to function better. And so it's so important to set healthy boundaries and to create your thoughts and visualizations and your future in the way that you want to see it. Um, you know, Being surrounded by negative people or people who are antagonistic is not going to help your well-being at all. Much like negative news stories don't help your well-being. Or, we all know how horrible it feels and how draining it is if someone is around you who is constantly complaining. I'm sure we've all experienced that. And you start to feel your energy and your chi literally draining from your body and your mind. And it's, we can try and be a voice of, compassion and love. But if it is constantly happening and you cannot make a difference and helping this other person, you have to determine whether that boundary needs to be set and whether it's interfering with your own well-being. Because if it is, you need to set that boundary and disengage. We can disengage and turn the TV off. We can disengage and go offline. We can turn our phone off. And we can also determine who we have contact with. So it's so important for health and well-being and to maintain a higher vibration to set these healthy boundaries. Again, we know that uh, our genetic code can be turned on and off. The genes and the function of the genes, when we're talking about functional genomics, we can turn them on and off with food, with activity, and with our attitude. And so if we are surrounding ourselves with negative things and we are not doing the things correctly to help support our health, um, the genes are going to, I'm going to say, deteriorate in their function. Um, they will not function in an optimal way. We can give the genes and our body, supportive factors uh, that will help us. And we can do that with our mental state as well. Give ourselves positive thoughts, positive visualizations, positive information input, and positive people. I'm not saying that, the whole world is, everybody's all happy and rainbows and unicorns and fairy dust. I'm not saying that. But if you are around people constantly and the majority of the people are negative, that is going to take a toll on your well-being. And if you cannot make a positive impact to help them, then you're just banging your head into a wall. And perhaps disengaging and limiting how frequent you have that exposure. Just like, the same would apply to news, media, online things, and all of that. So the Spirit is reminding us to set healthy boundaries. These healthy boundaries are so important for our well-being. It cannot be underestimated because you can get yourself into a huge whirlwind of negativity that will not support your health. So I wanted to just share that reminder today. And I know, it's so important to have positive influences. I work with hypnotherapy, and our TVs and the media has a hypnotic effect on us. If you hear something over and over and over again, it gets implanted into your subconscious. And then it begins to feel like it's your own belief and that it's real, whether it's real or true or not. And that's another form in the world where, products use this repetition as a form of brainwashing. You need to buy that burger. You need to buy these uh, greasy, dripping fries because, oh, look how yummy they are. No, it's not healthy. Um, and what's the driver behind that? Profit. So, it's so important for us to see through the chatter and the false information and to set healthy boundaries for our mind and our body. I've actually, I don't know, it just happens periodically. I actually see the subliminal messages. If I happen to be watching a show on TV, I don't watch much, but if I do, I usually mute commercials and go and do something. I happen to mute it, and I can see the flashing subliminal messages on the TV, and they're big, bold, black letters. And if we think that it's all innocent and all, oh, it's just a TV show, it's nothing. No, the ads are loaded with flashes of subliminal messages. They are flashing for just a split second. And for whatever reason, I sometimes see them. And I've seen them many times. And they're not positive. Trust me. They are definitely trying to control you. So I think it's really important to filter out all of these things that have a negative impact on us, whether it be negative people, maybe limiting exposure with that, limiting exposure with online activity, and media and all of those things so that you can have a better life, so that you can feel healthier and feel more at peace. Anyway, I will leave it at that for today. And again, my apologies for taking so long to post again, but I will. That will be a goal that I will have, is to be a little more consistent with my messages from Spirit. Anyway, have a wonderful Sunday, and we'll be in touch soon. Take care.